last year. He was in the Packers camp this summer. They let him go. He was signed by Miami. He was playing early, injured his shoulder. He's been on injured reserve since, activated today and now down after a significant hit by Kalen Bullock on a pass down the middle by Tungo Vailoa. And a flag was thrown. And they've got the medical personnel, as you can see around him, solemn faces. And Trent, you and I have seen many of these things. I called the DeMar Hamlin game, and you just know that with the EMTs and with the medical people in these buildings in every NFL stadium, every Sunday, Monday, Thursday, whenever, there could not be better care being given to the injured Miami Dolphin. So there's on him. They have cut off his jersey and unscrewed the face mask and taken that off the helmet. And the players now for the Dolphins on the other side in prayer as the experts, EMT, doctors, physicians of every level, athletic trainers are all there.
And Kevin, you and I talked about this when we were away at break. I had this happen to me twice, unfortunately, during my career. And I can tell you the procedures that they follow, these EMTs, trainers, doctors, everybody that's down there have gone through all of this training for these exact moments. And one of the two times that I suffered a concussion and being knocked out in a game was here in Houston. And I just know that the attention and the care that he's going to receive is top notch. And we see him being moved. They do have him on a board, which is protocol. The fact that they've moved him over.
And they have got an EKG machine, it looks like, right there.
It looks like they've hooked him up already, and he may even have an IV already going. I mean, a lot of it is speculative just because there's so many people down there. We can't see exactly what all. Well, and for people, it looks like they have his arms pinned against his body there. So it's, as far as the thumbs up or the, hey, I'm okay, kind of, he's not going to be able to do just because of the way they have him positioned. And now all of a sudden, as teams, you've got to try and regroup and continue playing a football game. Which is a.
So the Dolphins have the ball. And they've got it with a 1st and 10 at the Houston 43. Mostert will be the back. The delay was 12.5 minutes. 2 into the air. Jonnu Smith. And he's got a nest of defenders over there waiting, and the initial hit by Christian Harris. Down he goes, 40-yard line, pickup of 3. 2nd and 7.
And Kevin, you can't say enough about how this Texans defense is playing. Here we are in the middle of the 3rd quarter, and the Dolphins have 130 yards of total offense. So they've done an excellent job mixing up coverage, mixing up pressure, getting pressure on Tour, making him get the ball out of his hands quickly, not allowing the run game to get going. Dolphins just 41 yards rushing, and now, because of a 2-touchdown lead, you've really forced it into a one-dimensional type of game for the Dolphins.
Wright was the back. 2nd and 7. Time for Tua. And underneath they go right here. And it's Achane to the 30. With a hit by Ward. Gain of 10. That is a Miami 1st down.
Well, and think about it. Coming into this game, who are the hottest players that the Dolphins had going? Tyreek Hill had a 2nd 100-yard game a week ago against the Jets. He doesn't even have a catch today. Waddle is out because of injury. He's questionable to return, but last 3 games averaging 7 catches and 99 yards a game. So they've taken those 2 out of the game completely.
1st and 10. Paul the block. Here they come up the middle with Barnett. And out of bounds and over Hill. With the coverage by Lassiter and others. In fact, they even had the linebacker Harris in that vicinity. 2nd down and 10. Hill today has not had the effect that he had last week when him and Waddle were so big. Hill does not have a catch. 2nd down and 10. It's Achane. Nice tackle made. Barnett again. Coming through. Derek with the stop. Gain of 4. And he slides his way down to the 26.
Mostert coming in the game. Achane catching a break there. And, they released Odell Beckham Jr. this week. D. Eskridge is inactive. As we said, Grant DuBose is now out of the game because of injury. So not a lot of bodies left for the Dolphins offensively.
Again, when we get the update on Grant DuBose, we'll try to pass that on. 3rd down and 6. Messy pocket being chased. Flag thrown. Dumps it off. Mostert shy of the first and brought down. Hunter got him at the end. Christian Harris was there. Kemp.
Holding. Offense number 76. 10-yard penalty. Repeat 3rd down.
Starting right tackle today, Jackson Carman in place of the injured Kendall Lamb, who was in there for the injured Austin Jackson.
See 76 on the outside here. He gets a hand up around the neck of Anderson. That time on 3rd down, the Texans only rushed 3, dropping 8 back into coverage and nowhere for 2 to go with the football. D'Amico Ryans has done an outstanding job of mixing up coverages all day.
So River Craycraft is in as an extra receiver. 3rd and 16 for Tagovailoa. And he's got the receiver. Catch by Hill. 1st down to the 15 with an acrobatic reception. 21-yard pickup on a big 3rd and 16 for the Dolphins. And now they're at the 15 of Houston.
Well, they have so much success with these in routes and throwing it on time. They've had a lot of success, but not today, as Bullock comes up and is able to get a piece of Tyreek Hill.
First catch after the big game last week of 10 receptions, 2. And here's a 1st and 10 handoff. And again, not much there. And Achane gets just inside the 10. Gain of a yard. 2nd and 9. Settle the stop.
Well, right now you're having to rotate multiple running backs. You're rotating multiple tight ends because you're limited on numbers in terms of wide receivers. You see Waddle over on the sideline. I know they list him as questionable, but he hasn't touched the field since he limped off.
Tagovailoa, 18 of 25, 134. He has thrown a pick. 2nd down 9. Hill, the tight end in motion. Up the middle they come. It's grabbed by Smith. What a great play by Lassiter. The rookie out of Georgia. No gain on the play. Read it well. Jonnu Smith cannot move the ball. 3rd down.
Great job by Lassiter. He's out here. Watch, they're going to come out and they're trying to get him with the offensive line. It's a setup screen, but he dips underneath the block. Great technique on his part. Dips underneath the block and is able to wrap up Smith with the legs. If he's able to escape, he's got blockers out in front of him. Great effort by Lassiter.
3rd down 9, 5 wide. Tua underneath. Caught. And then wrestled out of bounds. Mostert, flag thrown. Harris the stop. Boy, isn't he a welcome addition with the suspension of Al Shire. Petrie gone as well on IR. So 2 starters out for the Texans on defense today. Looks like it's against Miami.
Personal foul, face mask, offense number 85. Penalties decline, 4th down.
River Craycraft.
Well, Craycraft on the release gets the right hand up in the face mask of the corner. Here they are down the bottom here. Watch, the right hand gets up in the face mask. Looks like Lassiter that's on him, and he just doesn't let go.
They're going to go for 3. A
little bit surprised by this.
so much of the season and where they go is based on this game.
Yeah, and you know, down here it's 4th and 7, would be 4th and if you could get a first down, try and get some points on the board to make an 11-point game.
Sanders, 30-yard try, flag, and he got it. A flag on 4th and 7. It's on Houston. It is on the Texans.
Well, do you take the points off the board?
That's the thing.
Offside. Defense number 29 was lined up in the neutral zone.
So 4th and 2 instead of, or 4th and 3 instead of.
The 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
4th and 2.
And here comes the offense. They're going to take the point. A lot of times you hear coaches say don't take points off the board.
And what do you think?
But here, I think I was surprised they didn't go for it on 4th and 7, considering they're down 2 touchdowns. There is still a lot of time to go.
Yes.
But now all of a sudden your percentages go up at 4th and 3. So not only can you get a first down if you get the ball to the 5-yard line, obviously the end zone's right there as well. So,
by the way, the Texans not a very good red zone defense, and the Dolphins a top 10 red zone offense. And they're deep in the red zone here. A very important 4th and 2 for Miami. Achane the back. Tua. Good time. End zone. Caught. Smith. Touchdown. What a throw. Flag thrown at the 1. Flag at the 1.
on the opposite side of the field is where the flag.
Jonnu Smith lassoed that pass. 7 yards right now on 4th and 2.
Had the ball in the pocket. Illegal contact. Defense number 4 is declined. Result of the play is a touchdown.
And the Dolphins are back in business. 1-score game. What a throw and what a catch. About the only place he could have put it.
The only place, and here's the thing, it's an improv play. Jonnu Smith is supposed to be working from right to left. So it all goes back to the protection, the amount of time that Tua had. They only rushed 4, but great protection up front allowed Tua to take time, and that allowed Smith to redirect on the back line and get open.
Extra point, no good, he missed again. He missed last week on a PAT and misses today. It is still a 1-score game. But a miss by Sanders, who had hit like 76 consecutive PATs going into last week, and he missed last week and he misses here. Let's watch the touchdown again. Stingley was covering.
Good protection. You see Tua had plenty of time to work around the pocket. Excellent job up front, and I'm sure the fact that it was 4th and 2, they wanted to stay in their lanes, right? It's like don't let Tua escape and run for the first down. But by buying time, Jonnu Smith working that back line, saw that Tua was having problems, put his foot in the ground, misdirected to the outside.
Watch the snap. Ooh, it's low. Trenner continues to take the place of Ferguson. But you saw the miss.
I think that was a good hold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the snap was a little, I'm not letting him off the hook on that one. I think they got the ball down, and that's one he's got to make, and I'm sure he'd say the same thing.
Gigantic touchdown for Miami.
But it is back to a one-possession game now.
Yep. The huge penalty on the Texans turns a Miami field goal attempt into a touchdown. We've seen some big plays. That was a big call. The fake punt by Houston was a big call to make, and eventually taking it in with a touchdown pass. Tua, you see on that pass drive, 7 of 8. Mixon the fake. 1st and 10 for Stroud. Tunsil the block. Mixon underneath. And grabbed right there by Holland at the 34, gain of 4.
C.J. Stroud has been incredibly efficient in this game. The completion percentage is right around 65-66%. Only 108 yards, but no turnovers, just the 2 touchdowns. He's done an excellent job of just taking what the defense gives. Previously, He had 5 interceptions and 5 touchdowns in the last 7 games. So coming off of the bye week, he's made a concerted effort not to force the football in.
14-21 today, 109 yards and 2 touchdowns. There's a 2nd and 6 and a Mixon carry and a Bell tackle at the 38. Quentin brings down Joe Mixon. Gain of 3. It'll be 3rd down. How about the Miami run defense? Mixon today, 7 carries and just 10 yards on the ground.
Well, they've been outstanding as we just looked at defensive coordinator Anthony Weaver. And just as we said, the Dolphins only 46 yards on the ground. The Texans just 63 with a back like Mixon, who's already got 7 100-yard games this season.
Agunbawale was on that punt fake, is back there, 3rd and 2. He'll release. Stroud pressured, chased, brought down. Chop Robinson from behind, a sack. Back at the 31, losing 7. 3rd sack today by Miami, that came in with the 2nd fewest sacks in the NFL.
Great individual effort. Robinson's going to work off the edge here, but then watch how he backtracks. Fishers does a great job of blocking. So Chop's just going to try and get up the field, right? He's working. He sees Stroud, but then he reverses, and watch, he dives and is able to get hold of his ankle and get him down. Great individual effort and not giving up on the play.
That's his 4th sack, and since week 10, #1 in the NFL in pressures, and what he's done on win percentage. From the 10, Malik Washington keeps on his feet and staggers ahead and is brought down by Chris Boyd. 59-yard punt, 15-yard return. The NFL family advances social justice and reduces barriers to opportunity through work in police-community relations, criminal justice reform.
With the 5 touchdown passes.
Mostert in, 2nd and 7. Fake to Mostert. Here comes Hunter. And the tackle by Lassiter on the tight end Smith. And Jonnu picks up about 6 on the play. He's up to the 36 of Miami. A yard to go. 3rd and 1 for the Fins.
And Kevin, Miami has not been good all season long at 3rd and 1,
they really
4th and 1.
Nope.
It's as explosive as this offense is. They have a hard time and with the short yardage, with the 1 yards, 3rd and 1, 4th and 1.
Mostert the back. And the receivers in tight. But you're right, Trent. 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, not good. Can they change the tide here? Mostert will dig. And it looked like he squirmed enough for the first, but we'll see the spot outside the 37 with the tackle made by Danielle Hunter.